everyone, I'm Jessica Kramer with MRC-TV. Today we're here at Loudoun County's last school board meeting of the year, trying to speak to both sides protesting, but only one was willing to engage our questions. Shocker. Introduce yourself and tell us why you are out here.
Sure, I'm Candy from the Family Foundation of Virginia, and the reason we're here is because we want to challenge the board on behalf of hundreds of parents that are out here that you can fairly and equally protect every kid compassionately without sacrificing core constitutional rights of students and parents. So the challenge is protect every kid's heart, mind, and body, and put that protection ahead of political activism.
We're going to ask the school board tonight, which of them will stand up for biological females who are affected by biological males who are allowed to compete in sports with them, who affect their ability to get scholarships to go on to college, who will stand up for the biological females and young women. That's what we're here to ask tonight.
Parents are fed up. Parents are so tired of a school board that thinks that we are actually here to serve them instead of the other way around. They serve us. They are public servants. And parents are tired of all this indoctrination. When you see so many low scores and so many different metrics, when you're talking about mathematics and history, kids aren't even achieving what they should be achieving then. But instead, they're putting all this political activism into our schools and dividing us by, you name the characteristic, dividing us. So many of these parents in this line and so many more who aren't here today are just tired of a school not listening to what they want for their children. We want great education for our kids.
And here to just to speak to the fact that God's word definitely covers this issue, and the policies that they're recommending are causing men and women of faith to violate their biblical principles. And this is a biblical issue, not a political issue.
For people who disagree with the concept that some kids are in the wrong body, for Christians in particular, this is forcing us to speak a creed that is not our own. It's forcing us to deny God's purposeful design, and that is to deny God himself. We simply can't do it. We cannot do it. Forcing us to use false pronouns is forcing us to swear to a false creed, a sort of Gnosticism, a sexual nihilism, not our creed.
It seriously jeopardizes the physical safety and privacy rights of students, in addition to parents' rights to just know about the policies and curriculum that are going to have long-lasting impact on their kids' lives at school. And so the message is respect the rights of these people that put you into office and don't rush through adoption of this without listening to them.
The shame of it is all of them are actually supporting these principles that are not even American principles. They don't support the First Amendment, first and foremost, which is kind of scary.
Yeah.
And yet they're demanding respect and demanding diversity and demanding, freedom. Like, well, freedom comes with the Constitution, and as long as we adhere to it. So leftist activism just reveals itself for its inconsistency and its contradiction every time, and today will be no different.
It calls for non-discrimination, and then it discriminates against women and girls by robbing them of sports victories, sports careers, and subjecting them to safety risks on the sports field. It calls itself progressive, but then it acts like a retrogressive tyrant, forcing speech, denying speech. And worst of all, it preaches tolerance and acceptance and then persuades children to reject their own healthy bodies, even to the point of mutilation.
It doesn't feel like a lot of the concerned parents and the community is having a place at this table.
It's also taking rights away from girls.
Right. You hear a lot about
You
rights.
can't be uncomfortable about it.
I mean, I think we all agree that every kid should be protected from harassment and harm, including those that are struggling with their gender. But what's not being talked about are these vulnerable young girls that feel like they all of a sudden don't have the right to feel like they have a safe space or privacy in their
They're a bigot.
Yeah, right. So we're just asking or saying that there's a compassionate way to respect everyone's rights, and do this in a fair way.